That day, Barcelona needed 3 goals just to stay alive in Europe. Not 2, not 1, 3. Final match day. No margin, no future if they failed. Because there are matches you play to win and others you play not to disappear. But that day, Rivaldo showed up. First strike, a free kick, clean, inevitable. It wasn't a celebration, it was a warning. But football doesn't surrender easily, Valencia answered, equalised. And that's when the real match began. Rivaldo again, another goal, another lead, another illusion, broken once more, equalised again. And in that moment, everything changed, because the game stopped being football. It became time running out, legs getting heavy, the certainty that the impossible was starting to feel inevitable. Final minute, the ball in the air, back to goal, no logic, and still, Rivaldo didn't hesitate. Because there are moments when a player decides, and others when a player becomes something more. Bicycle kick, goal. Because there are hat tricks that decorate a match, and others that define an era. This wasn't a great game, it was an act of will against destiny. That's why, for many, the greatest hat trick in history. Because it wasn't about scoring 3 goals, it was about understanding the weight of the moment, and not breaking when everything demanded that you would. And that day, football didn't decide the result. It obeyed Rivaldo. This goal explains why Mario Balotelli could have been one of the best strikers of his generation. It was not power. It was not speed. It was talent in its most arrogant form. That afternoon, he had already scored 4 goals. The match was over. Balotelli still wanted to leave a scar. He received the ball inside the box. A defender stood in front of him. Mario could have shot. He chose to play with him instead. 1 step over, another, 7 in a row. The defender no longer knew which leg to watch. Balotelli did not seem in any hurry to decide either, because for those few seconds, time belonged only to the man with the ball. When he finally found the space, he still could have finished the easy way. He did not. Rabona. Goal. 5 goals in 1 match. And the last one seemed designed only to remind the world who Mario Balotelli was. A man capable of making difficulty look like a choice. Some careers are tragedies, some are masterpieces. Eden Hazard's was both. Because when he had the ball, defenders did not just fail to stop him, they forgot how to try. A boy from Belgium who arrived at Chelsea with a smirk and a swagger that said everything before he even touched the pitch. 7 seasons, 2 Europa Leagues, over 100 goals, and a level of football so close to Messi and Ronaldo that the comparison felt earned. Then Real Madrid called. The number 7 waited. The crown was his to take, and then his body said no. Because the very thing that made Hazard beautiful, the low centre of gravity, the way he used his body like a shield, became the thing that broke him. Injury after injury, dream after dream dissolving. And still, he kept smiling. And maybe that is the most poetic part of this entire story. Before Real Madrid, Hazard was untouchable. After Real Madrid, he became a reminder that sometimes the most gifted men are betrayed not by their talent, but by the body that carried it. His career was not a tragedy. It was a masterpiece that ended too soon.